Hello and welcome to Oldie but a Goodie, the only podcast reviewing movies from 1994 in the order of release. And we rate them either an oldie or a goodie.
That's the rating system.
This week, it's The Specialist. What?
Toot, toot.
What is
All
that?
aboard the trash train.
Oh my God, it's
aboard
the trash
train.
The intro that you told me you weren't going to do.
I decided to do it.
Wow.
Oh, hello, passenger. Do you want to get on the trash train?
Well, I have this new copy of the Specialist I just bought.
That sounds like it belongs on the trash train.
Wow.
Toot. This film was...
Look, I'm a big fan of not so good action films. But this one just didn't grab me.
Wasn't
Like,
great.
it started off on a weird foot.
Yeah.
Like, it threw you in the deep end immediately.
Yeah. It threw you into the badness, and then it kind of evened out to being an okay mess.
Yeah, no.
And then it just
was
went...
a weird way of doing it, because usually they lull you into the stupid action.
Yeah.
But they started off with it, which I
started
feel
strong.
like... that's one way of describing it.
Yeah, well...
There was just a weird pacing issue
yes.
with this movie.
Yeah, what a wild ride. Hello,
Yep.
I'm Sandro.
Yeah, he's Sandra, I'm Zach. We're reviewing this. Look out, there's spoilers.
Spoilers.
Spoiler, this one's on the trash train.
Oh, this is such a trashy movie.
It's not even a trashy movie. It's such a mediocre movie.
Oh, yeah, it's incredibly just nothing.
It's just a mediocre movie, which is the worst bit. It's not bad enough to be good.
No.
Which is my problem.
Yes.
So this is why I liked Time Cop more than this one, whereas you don't like Time Cop as much as this one.
I didn't hate this one as much as I hated Time
Yeah,
Cop.
see, that's what I'm saying. Because once it reaches a level of bad, it comes back around.
I think
It's
so.
like a negative, but it makes it more entertaining for me.
See, I
Whereas
found...
this one wasn't bad enough.
I found this one was pretty bad, and it was the right level of bad that I found it hilarious.
Oh, really? Okay.
Whereas with Time Cop, like, it was in that weird grey area in between the room and
feel
in
like-
between the Specialist, where it's like, this is just bad.
I feel like I disagree. This one was just kind of boring for me.
Sure, okay. Don't get me wrong, this film is boring.
Yeah.
And it's so long.
Yeah. It's a long one.
But yeah. You had two other options for this week of
Yep.
releases. Look, I think we probably would have gotten the same episode out of both of them, to be honest. One of them was called Only You. It's Tony Stark and Aunt May. They go to Italy, and it's a rom-com.
I mean, I like Robbie Downey Jr., so, you know.
It is a 90s rom-com.
Yep.
And 90s rom-coms are...
All the same.
They're the same.
They are the same thing.
Today, we got rom-coms with a twist. And
Yep.
they're okay. But back in the 90s, they
If you
were...
like that sort of thing.
I mean... There's some good ones. Always Be My Maybe, in which Keanu Reeves plays himself, is very funny.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
You know what? That's fair. I'll give you that. Those are actually pretty good.
And then your other option was A Troll in Central Park, also known as Stanley's Magic Garden.
Honestly, I feel like that would have been more entertaining to watch. Like, so bad it's
Look at the
hilarious.
animation.
Yeah,
Look
I
at the
know.
animation.
It would have been so bad it's good sort of thing.
I think it definitely would have been there. It's also
But I don't know.
It's the same people who made Land Before Time.
Yes.
So it would have had a certain charm, I think. But also would have been bad.
Yep.
And probably also would have joined the trash train. Alright, The
Yep.
Specialist. Released October 7th, Zach.
Yep.
It's very, very, oh so very loosely based off a series of novels by John Shirley.
The way you said, oh so very loosely, leads me to believe that they took the basic plot.
Yes.
And that's it. And then they ignored the rest of the book.
I don't know if you noticed it, but during the opening credits, it said, suggested by The Specialist by John Shirley.
Wow.
They even acknowledge it in the movie.
Wow.
That it's nothing like the books. He is a very prolific novel and comic book writer.
Oh, yeah.
You think of a comic book character from DC, he's probably written something for that
Nice.
character. So, yeah, he's good.
his books were probably better than these movies.
I mean,
this movie.
I'm not a huge fan of those sort of books, though. Those, like, I'm a gruff military dude and I'm doing missions.
It depends on the book,
It does depend on the book, definitely. It is directed by Luis Lolsa from Peru.
Oh, yes.
He is best known for Anaconda from 97 with J-Lo and Ice Cube. That's terrible. But it's a cult classic.
What is it about?
I'm pretty sure they go to like a jungle and then a bunch of like giant anacondas attack them.
Yep, that sounds about right.
I think that's it. Would you watch that?
I would most certainly watch that.
I think I saw it at like Video Easy one time and went, that looks funny. It was right next to Snakes on a Plane.
Yes, another cult classic.
Let's go through the cast. I love this. Sylvester Stallone, main dude. His character name is Captain Ray Quick.
Yep.
His name is Ray Quick.
Yeah.
What?
And they call him Ray
Yeah.
most of the movie, which confused me because I didn't realize, because I thought that was the female lead for a bit, which rather confused me.
Oh yeah, because her name is May.
Yes.
Yes. That's right.
Which is dumb. When you have your female lead and your male lead have almost the same name, it was very confusing for me for a bit.
They also have very similar names in real life. Sylvester Stallone, Sharon Stone.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The entire marketing of this film, by the way, was Stallone and Stone.
Yeah.
That was the whole
okay,
marketing.
Really? Wow.
Was just, hey, their names are similar.
Nice.
Come watch this movie.
Yep, well, they couldn't market about anything else. Haha.
I thought Sylvester Stallone was hilarious in this.
Yeah.
He barely says a word.
Yeah. He's great as just this stone cold hero.
I thought it was pretty fun. Sharon Stone, however, as May Munro, which is a pretty useless character. Really only in this to be naked and be in shower scenes.
Yes. Which they make full use of during this movie.
I liked near the end, there was one scene where she's talking to Stallone, and I'm like, she is a great actress. There's one scene where she's like flicking between just being kind of manic.
Yeah.
This film did not know how to use her though.
Yeah, no. But there are glimmers of her acting, like when she's talking with the bad guy after getting caught. That was good.
That was good. Yeah.
But yeah. Sad.
So we first talked about her in January for Intersection.
Yep.
Since then and now in 2019, she has 2 newly released movies that have just come out, and she is currently filming the second season of The Young Pope on HBO. Well, so she's still very busy. Good on her.
Good on her.
Yeah. You've got James Woods as my other favourite named character, Ned Trent.
The naming convention. Woo!
Ned Trent. I'm just going to call him by his full name every single time. Nedo Trent.
Good old Trenty boy.
Is probably best known for Salvador from 86.
Oh, yeah.
Very underrated war movie. And he is the voice of Hades in Hercules.
Ah!
Yes.
Well, there you go. Good on him.
He's good.
I do like me some Hades.
Is Hercules a good movie, though?
No. It's like a...
Yeah, I agree.
Wow. That was quick consensus. Yeah, no garbage. No, it's like a very, like...
Oh, it's the trash train's pulling up again.
Yeah, choo-choo. Hey, look, it's Hercules. He's waving. Bye.
0 to hero, more like you're in the trash train.
Yeah, it's like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah,
it's like
fine.
a very, like, average... It's better than garbage, but, like... Looking at it back, it's like Pocahontas.
Pocahontas is so bad, though.
Yeah, no, Pocahontas is garbage, but I loved it as a kid.
Yes.
Coming back on it, I was like, wow, this is garbage.
This completely misses
every point.
Every point. What is going on? However,
bad.
there is one really good song.
Yeah,
So,
there's some good songs,
Yeah.
Same with, like, Hercules.
Oh, yeah, definitely. 100%. Although the horse was always just so annoying.
Is that the one? No, I'm thinking of Milan. But it also had, like, very thin legs, don't they? Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
horses.
They d- Yeah, all the
How do
Disney
they
horses.
not collapse and die? Except it has wings, I guess. So
Oh, yeah, it's
that
true.
one can get away with
That
it.
one gets
But
away.
Milan can't.
Yep.
Those horses' legs are literally not seeable from a 3-dimensional angle.
What you're saying is, if the horse's legs are full size in the live action Mulan, we're
Yes.
gonna riot.
Yes,
We're gonna
correct.
take to the streets.
They must be toothpicks.
Other cast members, Ned Trent's a bit of a villain, but you've also got Eric Roberts as Thomas Leon. He is so good in King of the Gypsies from 87. And Runaway Train as well, good movie.
Oh.
He was the master in the Doctor Who TV movie with Paul McGann. The worst master, but he was the master.
Ah.
That's the one where they were like, yes, the master can turn into a snake now.
Oh. What?
Yeah, that film's weird.
Yeah.
And you've also got Rob Steiger as his dad, Joe Leo. He was Al Capone in the 50s, Napoleon Bonaparte in the Waterloo movie. He's in Mars Attacks. He's in Doctors of Vargo. He's in so many good things. He passed away in 2002.
I liked when he
was just
yelled
having
at God.
Yeah, that was so good.
That was funny.
I feel like he was just having fun.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
what I
he
wanted as
He
well.
was just having a fun time.
Yeah.
But
Scene
also,
where he yells at God.
that
You're
was-
right, that was very funny.
That was very funny. And what is it? The bad guy we were just talking about, the guy, the other guy.
Thomas.
I just wanted to mention that he has one of my favorite scenes from this movie where he goes over to Sylvester Stallone because he was staring at him,
Yes.
and he pulls a knife on him
Yes,
and
he
is like,
does.
he's like, so why were you staring? You staring at my girl? And he was like, no. Well, were you staring at me? Wink, wink. Oh.
That was good. I like that a lot. That was funny.
That was what? That was a bit like, what? What is happening?
The writers were having fun.
Yeah, oh, they were.
Or maybe there weren't any writers. Who knows?
Yeah, probably.
This has 7% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well deserved.
Considered one of the worst films from 94. A B- on Cinema Score. So the audiences also didn't love it.
Wow.
It was
How much did Time Cop get?
45%.
Yeah, 45. See, I agree. I agree with Rotten Tomatoes. I think that's a 45, whereas that one's a 7.
Nah.
But you don't, and that's okay.
That's okay. It was nominated for heaps of those worst film awards of the year. Sharon Stone won Worst Actress for this
Oof.
and Intersection.
Yep.
A double bill.
Wow.
Because they were both terrible.
Because she came out with Intersection and this. Yeah,
Yes.
no, those are two awful movies. So, yeah.
All right, it cost them $45 million to make. I'm guessing $20 million of that went to the cast.
20 of that's cast.
10 of that is just explosions.
Yeah.
The explosion
10 million.
budget.
Yeah. No. I was going to say that, like, 40 million of the
40
budget went to all the explosions in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Because even the very start, they just start off with this giant, like, ridiculous explosion.
Yeah.
Which, like, launches this car. By the way, the explosions launch anything.
Yeah, they do.
So
They launch
first off,
everything.
the car gets launched into the sky.
Yep.
You got the guy who was sitting in his car.
Yep.
And they have like a dummy on a chair that
Flies
just gets
out a window.
launched. There was that half a building that like
Yeah.
collapses.
That, I can't wait to talk about that scene later.
Oh, yeah, it's
because
dumb.
it's some of the worst
Yeah,
green
it's-
screen
Oh.
we've seen this year.
Oh, yeah, there's some really bad green
Yeah.
screening during this movie that really took me out for a moment.
Oh,
of the film.
100%. Well, I was
but
loving
it
it
was
because
like
I was like, this looks terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what do you think it made? It cost 45. What do you think it made?
40 mil.
Oh, no, more.
More. It did well?
Yep,
Okay.
quite a
all
bit
right.
more.
70 mil.
A lot more.
170 mil.
Yes.
Wow.
170.
Wait, it did
$1,000,000.
$170. Wow. Fuck.
It made more than half its money. It made
Damn.
it almost doubled it.
I guess
What
it's
is wrong with people?
because it's a generic action film, and they
I
were
guess
like,
so.
"Hey,
It's-
it's Sylvester Stallone in an
it's
action film. That sounds
Stallone.
good."
It's Stallone and Stone.
And the thing is, like,
Stone Lone. No, go on.
if you take a lot of the scenes from this film and just separate them from the film, they're pretty great scenes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't just mesh together at all.
No.
It's not great.
This reminded me a lot of Men in Black International. It was just nothing.
Yeah, like, oh man, I'm very upset about
I am as well.
International because it had such a great premise
And a great
for
cast.
a good movie
The
and
director
a great
of
car.
Fast and Furious
Check it
8.
out.
Yeah.
This car.
The car.
It's not an advertisement.
No.
We don't. It's not a product placement that we use to fund this movie. But
No.
check it
Just
out.
a car.
Buy it here at this website. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was.
It had the director of Fast and Furious 8 and The Italian Job and managed to
Yeah.
be boring.
It was really disappointing. What did they do?
Just everything was weird and forced.
Yes. Anyway, back to the specials.
Men in Black International gets an
This is what
oldie.
happens when you watch an awful movie. You just want to talk about other movies.
Yeah. Alright. The font is weird.
Yeah. It was alright. I feel like...
I liked... Okay, so it's very much like a Shawshank-styled opening. You see the names of the actors, the director, the writer, the producer. You know, it's the white font and a black background.
Yeah.
But then when the title of the film comes up, The Specialist, it starts glowing blue for no reason.
Well, yeah. And I think the actual font
Oh, the font's good. Yeah.
was alright.
It was good.
It was a little weird, but like, it was a movie intro. You have the
Yeah.
It's
What
something...
are you going to do about it?
I feel like it's something to make it original. Therefore, it can become iconic if the movie's good.
Which is not.
And the fact that we were talking about it now like this probably didn't do it.
Oh, well...
Maybe at some point we'll watch a good film.
Yes.
And maybe that font will be iconic. And we
Not like
can
Shawshank.
go, wow.
Like Shawshank from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, or maybe another movie that
maybe.
we're gonna watch.
What do you mean?
Soon enough. It's who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
I feel like you're foreshadowing.
What foreshadowing? But that has nothing to do with the said movie that I'm talking about. It never
I
foreshadows
wonder what
anything.
it could be.
Anyway.
Are we banking up episodes?
You're ruining the magical experience, Sandro.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
No, shush.
All right.
I have no idea.
It opens with Stallone and Ned Trent. They're scoping out a bridge. They're placing bombs on it.
Oh, yeah.
Because some target is gonna drive across the
Some
bridge.
drug
Yeah.
lord.
Yeah. Because Stallone's like, there's a kid in the car. I've got to go and turn off all the bombs.
Because you can't stop the detonation. I'm thinking this is just Trent being a dickhead.
I think it's just Trent being a dick.
Because if there's not a way to stop them, like he's saying there's no failsafe.
Yep.
If there's no failsafe, that's very dumb.
It's a bad move.
Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Just have a failsafe.
Also, how long have Trent and Stallone been working together? Because
they never explain it.
The tension's high. The tension's high between them. They don't like each other.
Yeah, who knows?
I like...
he has a good quote here,
Yes.
which is nice view. That was one of the quotes I got.
Oh, yeah, that was
at the
good.
very start.
My favorite quote in this scene is where he's like, we gotta... I can't really do a Stallone voice.
Hey, Stallone.
We gotta do a thing, hey.
You gotta cook a spaghetti.
Yeah, you gotta cook a spaghetti.
You gotta do this like gruff.
But he's all like, oh, you gotta turn off the bombs. And Ned Trent says the words, no, you're the rigger, I'm the trigger, I make the call.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's great.
Yep.
What is this, the 80s? I thought that was
Yep.
pretty fun. The overacting is pretty incredible as well.
Oh, yeah, no. This puts the movie on a great start.
It's a good start.
Acting's very crazy, and also this... Like, it jumpstarts the plot. Because they blow up people, but then it's kids, so Stallone... It's like, immediately they're like, yes, Stallone is like, hates killing innocent bystanders. Except he's an explosive expert.
He is.
Which is a bad choice of career.
He goes to turn off the bombs, and it goes off, and he gets flung in the river. And then Ned Trent is like, well, I'm just gonna shoot you.
Yep. This is the dumb bit of the plot where he goes to shoot him because he's like, you were disappointing and stuff, and then he's like, but I'm not gonna because you deserve better. Then later on, the whole plot is he's trying to kill him. So why didn't you kill him earlier if you want to kill him now?
I don't know.
It makes no sense.
I love how Stallone just kicks him a lot. What is this? Like, he just turns into Jean-Claude Van Damme and just kicks the hell out of Ned Trent.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
And then we got the line where Stallone's just wailing on him. And he's like, yeah, you want to die? You like watching them die? You like taking them out? Well, I'm taking you out. You're done in the agency. You're as dead as those people in the river.
Yeah.
And it was like, this is peak Stallone. We're there. Yeah. This is a Stallone movie. I was ready for silly Stallone-ness.
Yep.
And then the film turns into nothing.
Yep. I thought it was a bold choice to start off with. Did not pay off, unfortunately. No. But was there. So then we cut to like
it's like a few years.
Modern day or whatever. It never explains how long that's been.
On the Wikipedia page, it says the opening sce's in 84.
84.
So it's like 10 years later.
10 years later.
But
okay.
We don't get a sense of that in the film.
Yeah. We don't know that. So
he gets a call to do a job to kill 3 people by Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
And his tiny computer is amazing.
Yeah,
he's got this small computer that like he accepts jobs on.
Technology from the future, Sandro.
It is. It's futuristic technology.
It's military technology.
It looked like the calculator I had in primary school.
Yeah, but it had a little disc drive.
Yeah,
where you put a little CD. Whoa, CDs! Wow.
I love me some CD. We were cleaning out the car the other day, and I found a whole bunch of like old, burnt CDs with pop music from 2013 on them.
Oh yes.
And I was like, heck yeah, the radio edit of TikTok by Kesha.
Yes. Oh, yes. Give me that. I'll take that any day. Do you want it? I'll take it.
You could have it.
Yeah,
you could have it. You want that clean radio edit of I'm a Bee by the Black Eyed Peas?
No, I don't want that one, though.
There's an entire verse dedicated to Will.i.am Seaman.
I'm a bee. I'm a bee. I'm a bee. No.
Lyrical genius.
Lyrical genius. Honestly, much prefer TikTok.
TikTok's great.
One of my favorite songs.
It's so good. I think
I'm a bee. No,
that era of Black Eyed Peas is your time cop. It's so it's so terrible. I kind of love it.
Oh, it's a funny song. Yeah. But anyway, talking about this movie,
we're getting so sidetracked.
We get sidetracked at every turn just because we don't want to talk about this movie.
Oh dear.
So yeah, he's like, no. I'm not gonna do this job. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm retired or some crap, but I keep calling you up for no reason and reasons.
And he's got recordings of previous phone calls from her.
Yes, because he is in love with her or something.
Well, because the whole time she kind of talks a little bit like this.
Yeah. But,
hey, big boy.
Yeah.
You want to do a job?
Yeah, but
that was a Jim Carrey. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, I was gonna move past it.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's like stalking her.
Yeah, he is following her around.
Yeah, maybe he's a little obsessed with her.
Probably.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
But she keeps trying to call him to do this job.
Yep. And then eventually she's like, I guess I'll just do it myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get close to Thomas and I'm gonna kill him.
Yep.
We get flashbacks about Sharon Stone's character.
Yeah.
Her parents were killed by Thomas Leon,
who mysteriously doesn't age at all from that time.
He doesn't age.
To here.
And that was when she was 13.
Yeah.
And now she's
23, right? Because it's 10 years, right?
I guess so.
Oh, except that's a jump from then. It doesn't. It could be a jump now. Who knows?
Like late 20s.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's also the 90s, and the kids in the next Karate Kid looked like they were also late 20s.
Oh yeah,
but they were 17. So who knows?
I don't know what age she's supposed to be then, because I don't know what age he's supposed to be.
Yeah, he doesn't age at all.
Considering that it's almost like it's the same actor, and they used him in the old scenes without really doing much changes.
Yeah. Anyway, so she is like, I'm going to infiltrate Thomas's life and I'm going to get him. So she goes over to a party that he's throwing. We see that Ned Trent, it just works really well in an Australian accent. Ned Trent, what are you doing, buddy? He is the bodyguard for Thomas.
Yeah, an advisor.
And
I
drug
feel.
dealer as well.
Yeah. Just a all-round handyman. I think he's like the hired manager or whatever from the drug lords or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he's a military guy, so they got him in, and he's like in charge of most things. But like, his primary thing is protecting the son of the drug lord. That's sort of weird position thing.
The best character in the film is the cat that follows Stallone across the city.
For no reason. What? Why was this a scene?
I loved it.
They bring back the cat once more.
No, they bring it back twice.
Twice more?
There's where it's chasing a rat, and there's a tiny scene just before his house blows up that the cat runs away.
Right. Yes. Oh, yeah. No, oh, god damn it.
I love the cat because it's just climbing over everything for no reason.
Yeah. It's also like a shotgun on the mantelpiece.
Yeah.
Like, we've watched a lot of films which do that too much. This one, it literally doesn't do it. And I was like, oh,
The cat does not
that
matter.
cat was useless.
But I loved the cat, and the cat was
hated
great.
it. I wish it had died in the explosion of that.
Wow. What?
Take that, mister.
Unbelievable.
This is what it gets for liking Stallone's cologne.
Stallone's cologne.
Yep, because he says that.
Oh, yes, it he does say that. I forgot.
That is the thing. He's like, oh, must be my cologne, huh? And then he takes the cat. He just kidnaps this cat, which could be someone's cat that lives in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's right. He picks the cat up and takes it on a bus.
Yeah.
And the bus driver just stares at him like, all right.
Yeah, as a regular bus driver, best actor, this bus driver, because that's exactly what a bus driver would have done.
It's been like
why are you bringing a cat?
It's not my job.
Yep.
The bus drivers near my house don't even care if you have a ticket.
Oh right.
They don't care if you've got money.
Oh
They're
yeah.
just like,
well,
sure,
it's more trouble than it's worth to try.
Yeah.
But I witnessed a bus driver put his foot down,
Ooh.
not literally because then the bus would speed forward, but kicked some people off because he wouldn't go till they either bought a ticket. He started yelling and threatened to call the cops.
Nice.
Till they left.
Good on that bus driver.
Yes. But it was very awkward for the three other people on the bus.
Oh, okay. It wasn't a busy
me.
bus.
It was not at all.
It
was not busy at all. It was
Yeah.
super late at night, and I just finished work, and I just wanted to go home, and this bus driver was just freaking out, and I was sitting at the back of the bus and shared a connection with the other. Anyway, back to the
That's
movie.
amazing. As he's catching the bus, he literally walks in front of it as it's slowing down.
Yeah. Because he doesn't
Extremely close. He's a ballsy fella.
Yeah, he's a badass. He walks in front of buses even when they're moving. Ooh.
Oh.
But this is my favorite scene because it's those people on a bus who play their music out loud.
Yeah.
And I've encountered them several in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, because they're you.
And it is...
Because you're that person.
No.
Nah, you're right.
No. Because who does that?
I hate
Just
it.
wear headphones.
I hate it.
And I'm like, please, Sylvester Stallone, please take off your glasses, give it to the bystander, and then beat the crap out of these thugs.
Oh, well, you are in luck.
Wow! And then he did.
I hate knives, he says at some point. Yeah, which is good. That's a good scene. I like that.
Yeah, no, because it's like the generic action movie scene where the action hero beats up some thugs.
And
it was pretty good.
This is the first... Well, I mean, at the start, he beats up Ned Trent. But this is where I went,
No.
I believe Stallone is an action hero.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
believe Jean-Claude Van Damme in the slightest.
Yeah.
But
no.
I really do believe that Sylvester Stallone would beat up a bunch of people on a bus.
You're too picky.
Yeah, I am. Sharon Stone is hanging out with Thomas and she keeps having flashbacks, and I thought the flashbacks were very funny because she just
it's
stares
so
off in
funny.
the distance.
Yeah, no.
These flashbacks.
She's acting out having flashbacks, and it's very silly.
Oh, it's very funny. And also, Stallone is just following her. Just everywhere she goes, he's just following her.
He's stalking, he's taking pictures.
Yep. I got this quote, though, from one of the phone calls that he's listening to.
Yep.
But I really don't get what they were going for, but I appreciate them trying. Stallone is like, if you're hanging out with Thomas all the time, how do you live? And she's like, alone. That's not what I meant. How do you live with yourself?
Yeah, oh god. Okay, let's break that down for a second.
Yeah.
1, how do you live? Very vague question.
Yeah.
2, her reply,
Alone.
A pretty garbage answer. To be fair, it's a garbage question, but that's not how I would answer that question. Like, you don't reply, alone. And then he clarifies his question, which, why didn't you say that in the first place with yourself? Because that's a very different question.
Exactly. And we already know for a fact these are very sensual phone calls.
Yes. For no reason.
For no reason. And, I just don't get it. It's stupid. Anyway,
It's dumb.
he accepts the job, finally, and then he goes over to a club where Tomas's bodyguard, he runs a brothel there, and he blows him up, basically.
Yep. There's this whole scene with gangsters, which is like, it's gangster stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
That was alright.
It was done in a long shot as well, which I liked. Just followed him walking around from room to room.
I forgot to mention during the fight scene with the thugs on the bus. There's one of my 2 quotes that I liked during this, which was after he beats them up and there's a spare seat now. He goes, "I believe there's a vacancy," which was a good quip. I like me some quips.
That was good.
And that was a good one.
Oh, it's quippy.
And there's another one coming up. And so this gangster, he gets murdered because Van Damme, no, not Van Damme, Stallone. He places a bomb on the door, and then one of the girls at this club goes through the door, and he's like, "Hey, you want a drink?" And takes her away.
Because he doesn't want to kill innocent bystanders.
Yes, they rub that in.
Just in case you forgot.
Yep, and then he blows up the gangster.
Yep.
And everybody's freaking out, and he goes, "Get another job, kid." To the girl he gets aside.
Let's talk about the explosions. They looked good.
Yeah, I mean, they were large and imposing, not very realistic, but great explosions.
Incredibly not realistic, because in this one, the explosion is on a door, and it's so explosive that it pushes the gangster back against the wall, and then his head just flies through a fish tank.
Yes.
And he drowns.
Yes, but it's less the explosions are bad, more the prop work.
The prop work is bad, definitely,
with the explosions is bad. But this bit is the least bad bit of the film because it's just silly, like, explosions and action.
Yeah.
Like, the parts where the, like, dead bodies are flying around, I laughed at because they were really funny.
Yeah.
And that bit I enjoyed the most of this film. So I'll let this slide.
Yeah. I quite liked the explosion, definitely.
Yeah.
So he goes back home, and we get my favorite scene in the movie.
Yep.
Which is Stallone and Stone are on the phone.
Yes.
While
I'm very upset.
The phone call plays, Stallone's working out to soft jazz.
Oh, yeah.
And Sharon Stone's walking around in lingerie.
Yeah.
And it's this 3-minute scene of this phone call, Stallone working out, Stone's she's walking around, there's like rain, there's like a gust of wind comes out of nowhere and her hair goes flying. It's so good. It's so good.
It's so something, that's for sure.
So
good is not the word I was thinking
It's
of.
ridiculous. And the music literally is
it's so
80s
funny.
porn music.
Yeah, no,
It's
bad.
And it's so funny. I was cracking up.
Yeah, it was funny.
I was just...
I was dumbstruck for a good long bit.
Yeah. I also loved the scene where they go to Joe, Thomas's dad, and are like, "Hey, this guy just died." And Joe's like, "Oh, I'm going to put Ned Trent on the case. You're going to work with the police because I got all the police in my pocket. You're going to go work with them." But then we get a quote as Joe's getting out of his couch. He goes, oh boy, I do hate me a deep couch.
Yeah, because he needs to be pulled out of the couch.
Yeah, because
and you know what?
Because he's old.
You stuff you old folk. Deep couches are the best couches. You're wrong. Throwing my opinion out there. Fight me, internet.
I just loved that this actor who's been in so many things and won so many awards is in a movie where he goes, "Oh boy, I hate deep couches."
Yeah,
I'm just like, yes.
But
because he really gets what this movie is. It's trash.
Yeah.
And he plays it up.
No, the actor is definitely having a good time, and I like it. It was good.
Definitely.
It was good.
It was fun.
Although I would fight that old man to say, "Oi, deep couches are great. Just because you're old, the rest of us enjoy our deep couches."
Did you like the scene where Ned Trent, he joins the bomb squad and then threatens to blow up the police station?
Oh yeah, what the frick was that scene? What? What is happening?
He shows up at the bomb squad and they're like, "Yeah, right, you're not our new boss, there's no way." And so he just builds a bomb in front of them.
Yes, and then nearly blows them all up. Because he's crazy, apparently. And then they're like, "Cool, I guess you're our boss then." What? Oh my god. It's like a James Bond thing where he's got this explosive pen.
He MacGyver's an explosive pen, and then he gives it to this commando who's just like, "Sure, I'll hold on to that. Oh, it's a bomb. Oh no, it's a bomb. What did I do?"
Yep.
And it's ridiculous.
It's dumb.
And also, he turned off the bomb by pressing the pen thing. Why didn't the guy just press the pen thing? That's how you turned it on.
Set off the bomb.
I guess. It's still stupid.
You didn't know. The person's clearly acting very crazy at the moment.
He's the commander of the bomb squad. Anyway.
Yep.
The mafia's accountant, he finds a bomb under his car.
Yep. So yeah, he's going home and he's like getting suspicious. Wait a minute, there might be a bomb.
Yeah.
And he looks under his car, and there is a bomb. So he picks out the bomb. This is great. I love this.
This is so
ridiculous. He gets the valet to move his car because he suspects it might explode when it moves. And so the valet moves the car,
and then he goes and like hides behind a pillar as he turns on the car.
Which is it makes sense. It makes sense.
Except the pillar is tiny, and there's no way that would have saved him if it did go up.
Not
Although
necessarily.
car bombs are pretty controlled.
Yeah,
probably
especially
not.
Since we know the action hero is all about reducing civilian damage.
That's true.
So I mean,
that's true.
Yeah.
All right, look, fair point.
So then he gets in his car and then tips the valet with the fake bomb. Because spoiler, it's fake. He just gives him and he says, "This is your tip," and then drives away, which I thought was very funny. That was very funny.
But it turns out the toll gate that he gets to at the end of the parking garage is the bomb.
Yes, because he puts in his code to leave, and then it starts counting down, and he's like, "Huh?"
And then it says bye-bye, and it blows up.
What? It says bye-bye. Why did Stallone make it say bye-bye?
Because he's got a sense of humor.
Whoa. And then the
that.
explosion was so ridiculous.
It was so good. It was so good.
Dumb.
And Stallone's like watching from like the top of the park.
And so the movie has this dummy strapped into a chair that flies into the air, and it's shot from the back, so you can't tell it's a dummy. It's very clearly a dummy.
You can tell.
And it like shoots up into the air and collapses.
Man, I love
the
this.
deaths of people are so dumb because they try showing the deaths.
Yeah, but
with
it's
dummies.
so obviously fake.
Yeah.
It's
silly. So he's dead.
I liked like when Ned Trent is like, "Oh, classic Stallone. He did his classic thing.
Classic Ray."
And then he sees the bomb that was under the car, and he's like, "Can't believe he fell for this."
Yeah, no, he's like, what kind of preschooler would fall for this? What kind of dumbass would fall for this?
That's funny. The teacup bomb is hilarious.
Oh, yes.
So he goes to kill Thomas at a not a golf resort, a tennis resort. Tennis resort. And he sees the person with the plates and the teacups about to go into the place where Thomas is preparing for his tennis. And he swaps out the teacup with one he's made himself.
Yes, it explodes.
This
tea is rather spicy tea. This is some spicy tea.
It's a spicy tea.
Yep.
That explosion was ridiculous for that time.
Oh, yeah, it was really funny. It was really funny.
And also, Sharon is in the building.
Yes,
when it
Sharon
blows up.
goes inside, and he's like, "Oh no, an innocent bystander! But my whole moral thing is I don't kill innocent bystanders." No.
And then it blows up, and it presumably kills them both. Joe and Sharon are both dead. Not Joe. His name's not Joe. Thomas.
Yes, they both die in a big explosion. But she gets to say the name because that's a plot point that we haven't touched on yet that we won't. So then we have a scene at a funeral where he goes to attend this funeral because she's dead, and he's like, "Oh man, that's a shame." And then we have a minute scene of him sitting there and then slowly walking to the casket. He
and we're
peers
like,
into the casket.
could it be her? Is she dead? No, it's just an old
Wow,
woman.
everyone's shocked that she's not actually dead, seeing as you spent a minute before we could see the corpse in the thing. It's just some random old lady.
It is.
Now, I'm very confused at this point because you've got all these different people here that presumably are here for this old lady's funeral.
Was the funeral for her actual name, May, or is it for Adriana, the pseudonym?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's confusing.
It's ridiculous.
But essentially, she made this old lady look like it was her that had died, but it wasn't her. And then she shows up at this funeral, and then Stallone and her meet up, and he feels her up for a bit and grabs her gun.
They get it on.
Well, yeah. Then he grabs the gun. And
they also like monologue at each other for like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
but then they
then they bang
in the shower.
Yeah.
And it's very funny.
Yeah.
Did people think this music was sexy in the 90s? It's not.
Yes,
it's
probably.
hilarious. It's so dumb. It's so bad.
Yes. The answer is yes, Sandra.
You've also got this female voiceover being like, in the background of the music.
It's dumb.
And it's clearly not Sharon Stone.
It's bad.
I loved it, but it was also terrible. But it was
bad.
hilarious. I was cracking up. I thought it was
At this point, I
very
was
funny.
done with
This
the
is
movie.
also the reason the movie is rated MA 15+ in Australia.
Woo!
Is the
Thank
scene.
you, Australian Rating Board, for keeping young me from watching this film. Mostly because this film's garbage.
So he's like, "Hey, Sharon Stone, why did you fake your death and also pretend to get blown up with Thomas?" And she's like, "Well, I had to be there when he died. I needed to see it."
Yep.
You could have just seen it from a safe distance.
I mean, yes, but that's not the point. She wanted to see it in his eyes or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares?
Look, she could have
I mean, obviously she could have.
put a camera on the teacup as he picks it up.
But
you
it
get
was
a pretty
also
good view of his
important.
eyes.
Remember, it's also important that she says her name, like her real name.
Oh,
And
as he blows up, yeah.
Yeah, and he goes, just before he dies, and he goes, "Wait a minute, that's the name of the people I murdered," and then dies. Because she wanted that to be the last thing he hears.
Yeah.
So that's why she's there.
Oh, we've got so much of the movie left to go. This episode's already so long.
So long. Do you want to just
Let's just quickly skip through it. Although I do want to talk about the scene where she goes into a bathroom and just slaps a woman and steals her phone.
Oh, yeah. What? What? And the lady's like, "No, give me my phone back." And then she just smacks this lady. Because she gets caught. Because they find her at this hotel, and she's like,
Ned Trent and his goons come up.
"Stallone's upstairs. You got to go find him." And then she goes, grabs his phone to call up Stallone to warn him, and Stallone's like, "You betrayed me," even though she's calling you up.
So man, I love and I hate this scene because it's such bad green screen work.
Oh, it's
but it's
awful.
incredible green screen work at the same time. So Ned Trent and his goons go up to the apartment where Stallone is. They bust in, but the whole place is empty.
Yep.
And then it blows up.
Yep. Somehow Stallone, in the 5 minutes it took them to go up there, has not only left the premises, but also rigged the entire apartment, which is like, it's a leaning apartment, so it's like,
Yeah.
Not a straight building, it's on an angle.
Yeah.
So it's only this apartment that sort of falls off the building.
And oh boy, does it fall.
Yes, he somehow manages to rig the entire thing to explode and then fall.
And then fall down into the ocean. And we get this amazing scene where they just shot it. They just shot a room with a green screen around it.
Oh, yeah.
And they made the green screen look like the apartment was falling. You know, people were actually being like, oh no, I don't want to fall down.
Yeah.
But the image they put on of the apartment falling into the water, the image of the water is 2 frames per second.
Yeah, it's super low quality. It's like old-timey film.
It's like stock footage that they got off of VHS.
It's really bad.
It's complete garbage.
It's really funny.
And so it looks like they're falling down into a giant computer that's not quite loading.
Yeah. It's very silly.
It's amazing. And it's completely terrible. Although the image of the apartment itself falling off the building and falling in the water, the wide shot that we get, it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
The girl's captured again, and then she's forced to call him up.
Yep. To be like, hey, you should come to,
we should meet up again. And he's
That's
like,
right.
no, I don't want to meet up again. And she's like, we should meet up again because I love you. Then they have a conversation, and she's like, this is a trap or whatever. Frick me, dude. And then he's like, don't worry, I've set this whole place to explode. As long as no one goes near, we'll be fine.
Yep. Yeah, Ned Trent walks in the room, he sets off a pressure pad, the whole place blows up and they escape.
Oh yeah, the bad guy blows his way into the room and he's like, haha, I'm the bad guy. I've set her to explode.
Oh yeah, because the cigars she was smoking were laced with explosives or something.
Yeah, something
I
like
don't
that.
know.
The box has been planted.
Yeah, the box.
But then they have the conversation where it's like...
He just monologues.
Yeah, he monologues for a bit.
About nothing.
And no, he has a quote. I should have wrote this quote down because it's great.
You're the rigger, I'm the trigger. He says that again.
Yeah, he says that one again. Yeah, he says that one. And then just before he explodes, because he steps on a pressure plate, and he's like, there's no fail safes. And then the bad guy explodes, hoisted by his own explosion or something. I don't know, whatever.
Well, he is, because he flies.
He goes flying, and then they run out of the building because the building's set to explode. And the building explodes in a huge explosion.
Massive explosion.
And then they ride off into the sunset.
Well, that's not the end, though, because Mafia Joe, he's sipping his tea.
Right.
He's like, oh no, my son is dead. The guy I hired to kill Sylvester Stallone is dead. What am I gonna do?
He looks on the newspaper and it's like 3 people dead, and he's like, good.
Yes.
They died.
The leads are dead. There is no one to stop me.
And he's thank you, Lord, for the justice. He's like, thank you, Lord.
But then he gets a letter, and inside the letter is a necklace with a picture of Sharon Stone's family.
And then he hears some beeping from it, and he's like, frick you, Lord! Piss off, dickhead, you bastard!
And he blows up.
And then he blows up.
And then Turn the Beat Around starts playing.
Yep.
And it ends.
That's the movie.
That, quite frankly, that song is the best part of this movie.
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, this is an oldie.
Yeah, it's
100%
it's
an oldie. This is a bad movie, but I did enjoy it.
I got bored with it.
It should have been half an hour shorter.
Oh, it should have been an hour and a half shorter, I feel.
It should have been a 20-minute short film.
No, it should have been an hour and 50 minutes shorter.
But
it should have not existed, is what I'm saying.
Definitely.
I was bored with it.
I think it's just that I like Stallone. I'm just a big fan of him
But you're not a fan of...
I hate Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, you're not a... I
really don't
liked
like
both of them, but I liked Time Cop, like the premise and the movie, way better than this. It's just... I guess sci-fi.
I guess so.
Sci-fi just improved the whole ridiculousness of it, whereas this one, the ridiculousness wasn't enough for me.
No. By no means this is a good movie, and if a film like this came out today, I would have no time for it.
Yep.
I wouldn't even consider it so bad it's good.
You wouldn't have enough time, Cop,
hey!
for it.
I don't know, I had fun with this. Maybe because I was a little bit delirious, because it was very late when I watched it. I don't know.
So yeah, 2 fat oldies for this one.
This film made a lot of money, but they never really considered doing a sequel, so... Oh, well, but that's what we are here to do.
Yes.
It's time to pitch our sequel to The Specialist. Zach, what do you got?
Okay. So I like my reversals of the situations.
The military.
Where you go to the military.
Yes, you go to military.
But the problem is they start this one in the film.
They do start this
And so what you got to do when it's already a military film, you got to flip it on your head. The pacifier. We need to pacify this situation.
Is that one with Vin Diesel?
Yes.
Oh, no.
It's the one with Vin Diesel where he's like an ex-military cop thing, but then he gets hired to babysit for this like scientist to do like super important scientist to like protect his kids or whatever, and I want that, but it's
Sylvester
Sylvester
Stallone is a
has to babysit some kids, and then they try to get assassinated, and he rigs the house to explode. I want a Home Alone.
Yes.
The pacifier.
Okay. Home Alone.
And it's a family-friendly kids film.
Is it?
With it's a kids action film with explosions and stuff, and that's it.
I'm in. I'm
my
down.
movie.
I'd watch that.
And they end up fighting some ninjas who also happen to be the neighbors. Look up The Pacifier. It is a hilariously bad.
I've never seen that.
Great film. That's a film we need to watch at some point.
2005. I would watch that. That looks terrible.
Anyway.
All right. So mine is more of a spin-off, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess it can be called The Specialist 2, except they couldn't get Stallone and Stone back. So instead, they get the best character in the movie. It's the cat.
Okay.
Now
the
I'm
cat that
talking.
had literally nothing to do with the whole film.
Is on a quest. The cat knows how to make bombs. The cat's been watching this whole time.
Oh, right. He's been learning from the best.
This is the cat specialist. Morgan Freeman plays the cat. Kevin Bacon plays the rat. What could happen?
Oh, no. Shenanigans. Wait, is this just like Tom and Jerry, but with more explosives?
It's Tom and Jerry, but the cat knows how to make bombs.
Okay. Does it end with him coming back in the house and just like
yes,
collapses?
100%. It's all that. It's
then
all
this
that.
rat comes out of the house and he's like, the rat! And then you see the cat chasing after her and the cat's like, whoa!
It's ridiculous. It's bad. It's terrible. But Morgan Freeman plays a cat.
Yeah, no. I'm down for Morgan Freeman playing a cat. That's pretty good.
And that is the episode. Thank you so much for listening.
Yep. You can tell we're very done at this point.
If you like the show, best way to help out is just to tell a friend. Just tell a mate.
Yeah. Well, mate be like, oh, mate, have you heard of Oldie but a Goodie?
And they'd definitely be like, no.
No, they'll be like, what?
You can subscribe to the show on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn. We're pretty much in everything.
Yep.
Any podcast
Look us up
platform
on Facebook.
We're on
If
Facebook.
you want to message us, you can email us
at oldiebuttagoodiepod@gmail.com.
You can look us
Send
up
in your
on
sequel ideas
Instagram,
for the specialist.
Although I don't use Instagram anymore because I'm bad.
I use it. It's just my name. There's a links to all that in the episode description. We've done 40 episodes of this. Thank you so much for listening.
40 episodes.
It's been fun. We've got 12 more before the year is done.
Before we're done with this filth and we can rid it from the world.
We're done from 94.
Yep.
Ah, dear. But that is it. Thank you so much for listening. Zach, what's next week?
So we got a few choices. We got one or two.
One or two?
One or two choices. We got Little Giants.
Okay.
Which is Rick Moranis.
Oh, I love Rick Moranis.
Yeah. From
Love him.
Honey, I Shrank the Kids.
That's one film that he did.
It's a football film.
Oh, no.
About kids playing football. We love sports films. Little Giants. I think I've seen this film.
Really?
Yes.
I
think
Rob talked about it.
Yes.
As well.
It's like, it's got heavy Christian themes.
Oh, great.
I think.
Hey, it came out on my birthday.
Nice. Celebrating Sandro's birthday. No,
we're not doing that one. I don't want to do another sports film. What else we got?
We have Exit to Eden.
Okay.
Half adoption of the BDSM romantic novel.
Oh, great.
Half original cop comedy with Dan Aykroyd.
Wait, how does that work? They adapted half of a book and then was like, we need to fill the rest of the movie with a comedy with Dan Aykroyd.
Yep. That's what it says here.
That is almost a gotta watch it
Yeah,
to see what it's like.
That sounds very
That sounds
dumb.
wild.
Then we have Wes Craven's New Nightmare. It's a Nightmare on Elm Street, but Freddy haunts the cast and crew who made the original movie. Whoa, very meta.
A meta horror film.
Yes, a meta horror film. That actually doesn't sound too bad. That sounds
fun. That sounds
very
fun. I want to watch that, definitely.
And then we have Heavenly Creatures.
Okay.
Which is in New Zealand.
Ooh.
New Zealand.
A little bit of New Zealand.
Psychological. You got that New Zealand. Yeah, cheers, bro. It's that New Zealand psychological thriller.
Ooh.
About the real life 1950s murder case. Sounds great. And then we got one last film.
Oh, fuck, there's so many movies.
Yeah, there's a lot of films this week. Not sure how we're going to be choosing. It's called, a little known, it's called Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
I've
No,
never heard of
there's
a
just
pulp-
one.
Oh, I've heard of Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
What is
Pulp
this?
Fiction?
What is this Pulp Fiction that you're doing?
Yeah, no, it's Pulp Fiction.
I mean, do you mean the best movie ever?
Yes. Pulp Fiction. Don't know if you've heard of that one.
Look, I watch it like at least once a year. So
Yeah. So, do you want to choose one of these other films or
So
Pulp
what do we
Fiction?
got? We got Exit to Eden. No,
Yes.
even though that sounds just
That
like
sounds dumb.
That sounds like a trip. We got Little Giants. Don't want to do a
No,
sports film.
definitely
Wes
not.
Craven's New Nightmare.
Actually sounds kind of funny.
But maybe we save it for bonus.
Yeah, maybe that'd be a good bonus one.
Because the thing with horror films, as we found with Brain Scan, don't make very good synopsis episodes.
Oh yeah.
Because they're very repetitive.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Heavenly Creatures, I do want to
We
watch
got,
that.
New Zealand, bro.
I do want to watch the New
Jeez,
Zealand film,
bro.
but maybe I'll watch that outside of the thing.
Oh, yeah,
Because we're
bro.
doing Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
We're doing Pulp Fiction, mate.
Yeah, no, we have to do Pulp Fiction.
I can't wait to just... It's an excuse to watch Pulp
By
Fiction
the way,
again.
yeah. Fun fact: I've never seen Pulp Fiction.
You haven't seen so many good films.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so glad that we're doing this podcast so you
this
can
is
watch
why I
good movies.
agreed to do this. So, like, what was it? Forrest Gump.
Yep.
Pulp Fiction. When we get to that,
Shawshank.
none of those films I had seen.
How's that?
So,
I hope-
let's watch Pulp Fiction.
Let's do it.
Join us for Pulp Fiction. Hopefully,
Next
a
week.
movie that I can actually enjoy because this one.
If you don't enjoy Pulp Fiction, I'm quitting.
you're done. You're like, we're done with this podcast.
Let's wrap up this long episode with our favorite quote
Yes.
from the specialist.
Have you got yours?
Zach, you may be the rigger,
Uh-huh.
but I am the trigger. I make the call.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Sandro,
What?
you should get another job, kid. I believe there's a vacancy. Get another job, kid. Which, funnily enough, those two quotes work well
They do work well together.
So, yeah.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
Kaboom! Trash train.
Choo choo. Oh, trash train's pulling out of the station. It's leaving. Yay.
Good
Looks
riddance.
like it won't be here for Pulp Fiction because it's probably a good film.
It'll be back in the future, probably.
Woohoo.
Trash train.
It'll be back in the week afterwards, I'm sure.